Hello everyone, welcome back to Coders Project. Today we're going to be solving the +1 problem on LeetCode. So this problem is simple, but it's very interesting. It's a very great way to sharpen your array manipulation skills. So we're going to dive into this problem now. Let me first explain you what this problem is in simple terms. You're given an array called digits, and then each element represents the digits of number. The digits are ordered from left to right, starting with the most significant digit. Our task is to add 1 to the number and then return the resulting array. For example, if you have 1, 2, 3, we need to add 1 to this number and then return 1, 2, 4. So it's considered as 123 plus 1, and then we return 124. Similarly, if we had 4321, we return 4322. And if it is anything lesser than 9, we can just add 1 and then return the number. But if it is equal to 9, then we'll have to set the digits to 0 initially and then append 1 to the index 0. So let's dive into it now. We are taking a list of integer named as digits, and then we are returning the updated list of integers. So let's go ahead and start by taking the length of our digits. Alright, now we're going to be traversing from right to left. We are basically traversing the array backwards. We move from the last digit towards the first. So if we're starting with 3, we are going to move towards 1. So let's start with a for loop for that. For I in range n minus 1, which is our last digit, till -1, and then each step is going to be -1. We basically check if the digit is lesser than 9. If our current digit is lesser than 9, we go ahead and add 1 to our current digit. And then we can just return the digits immediately. But if the current digit is equal to 9, for that case, we'll have to set the value to 0 and continue. So we set digits of I to 0. And then finally, if all digits were 9, we basically add 1 to the front and then return it. So after the loop gets completed, we add 1 to the front and return the digits. All right, we are pretty much done. So what we're doing is we are first taking the length of our digits, and then we start traversing the array backwards. We start from the last digit, the rightmost, and then we move towards the leftmost. So if we're starting with 3, we're going to go till 1. And then the parameters for this range are n minus 1, which is our index of the last digit. And then -1 is nothing but the index just before -1, which is 0. And then we move 1 step backwards each time, so that's -1. And we are checking if the current digit is lesser than 9. If it is lesser than 9, we can safely add 1 to it without any carry. And then if the current digit is 9, then we are adding 1, which makes it 10, and we set it to 0 and let the carry move to the next digit. And then finally, if the loop finishes and all digits are already 0, it means that inputs were all 9. So we basically just add 1 and then we return the digits. The time complexity for this is going to be O of n, and space complexity is going to be O of 1. Alright, looks like our test cases are passed. So this loop runs once exactly through the array. So n is number of our digits, so our big O is going to be O of n. We are basically only modifying the array in place, so it's O of 1 for space complexity. If you have any questions about this, drop them in the comments. If you need a specific video, let me know. Hope you liked it, and see you in the next video.